Hey, welcome back to another episode for Life for Living Well. My
Hey,
name is
welcome back
Richard,
to another
and
episode
the
from Life
topic
for Living
that
Well.
I have for
My
us
name
this
is
week
Richard.
is what I
And
call
before I dive into the
talent
topic
is
that
not
I have
enough.
for us this week,
Hard
I'd like
work
to say
will
thank
beat
you
talent
for supporting
anytime.
this community. If you
But before
like
I dive
to
into
get
the
more
topic,
of our messages
I
out
do
there
like to
and you
say
like us to
if
continue
you
this
like to know
community,
one or two
please
things
join the
about this
number of people
community,
that already
Life for
sign
Living
up to
Well,
our weekly
you've been
article.
following
You
us
can
for a
find it
while,
on
or
our
just
website
joined
at
us recently, please sign up on our
www.lifeforlivingwell.com.
website.
You can
We have
just sign up
amazing
with your email
article
and we
that we
won't send
publish
you
every
any
week,
commercial or sell
and
your
some of
email
those part
address.
of the
You're
articles
just
that
going
we
to
also
get
use
the
in the podcast
article every
weekly.
week that we release
And
it
if you
out there.
just
And the
register with
topic
your
that I'm
email,
looking
we
at
won't
this
send
week
you
is
any
what I call
commercial. You
talent
just
is not
purely
enough.
the
Hard
articles
work, big
every time
talent,
we publish
anytime.
it that will come straight to your
Without taking
inbox.
much of your time, let's dive into the
And that's
topic.
the only way you kind of
I
support
talk
the
about
community, so we can
two
put more effort
individuals
to
in
what
high
we're
school
doing,
and
knowing
the
that
challenges they
we have
have
to
to
provide the
turn their life
quality
around
of the material
academically
that
and the part
we
they
reach
chose.
out or give out every week.
One of the students in the
And
story.
the
So I have
website
two
is
students that I'm using their story to narrate the topic
And if
that
you're
I have for
watching
this
us on
week.
the YouTube, please also
And one of them
subscribe to our channel.
turn his life
And we
around
help
from the
our
life
community
of
to grow,
Togrish
and then we'll be
and
able
being
to
always
find the
becoming
time to
antisocial
do a live stream
in this university
every once
environment,
a
in
month
this secondary school
based on the
environment,
request.
and he was
So
expelled
he will just
a few
focus on
times from
bringing
the
and
school.
inviting the
But he turned his life
people
around.
that
And the other
already do
person
the work in
is
their
the
own life,
person
and we can
that
see
he
the
was
evidence
so
of it,
excelled
and
in
then
sports.
he can
He
interrogate
was so
them.
good in football.
So without
He
taking much of
got the
your time,
opportunity
let's dive
to
into
play
the topic
outside the
for
country.
this week.
But
Once
he
again,
did terribly
the
with his
title
academic
is
work.
Talent
Both of
is
them,
Not
their
Enough,
paths cross
Hard Work
and they
Beat Talent
have to work together.
anytime.
And some
As we
of the
normally
impact
do,
they have on each
we
other
use
is not to
one
do
or
with
two
the talent,
individual,
it's more to do
and
with
we
the hard
use
work.
their
It's more to do with
use
the
their word or
focus
use their
and the
quote
attention they put
and
on
build
their
that
study.
message around
So I
it
hope you will find
to
this
open the
in
message.
the whole
To give us
message and
is
the podcast.
something that
We
is
follow it through.
more
So until
that we
then,
can digest and we
please
can
stay safe
relate with
and
it.
have a wonderful week. Ciao.
I have two quotes to start this podcast today. The first person that I'm taking from is from Team Notke, and he puts it this way: hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And the second person that I will be taking the quote this morning is from G.K. Nielson. So he also put it this way: successful people are not gifted. They just work hard, then succeed on purpose. They both say the same thing, but they say it in a different way. It depends area or your level of perspective right now. How far you work on yourself or where you are in your life now. But in many societies, people still hold the belief that there's a shortcut to success. But in reality, this mindset often fuels negative behaviors, it erodes ethics, and weakens social values. But in this podcast this week, I want to explore the role of hard work compared to talent. And in doing that, I'm going to share two stories of two individual people. These are true life stories, and I hope their story will touch or cover this message, and every one of us can reconnect to it. How hard work have yield more results in our life than talent. Because if you come to think about it, all women are the same, but not all women are equal in terms of resources, in terms of opportunity, in terms of location where they were raised, but also it did not limit them to create some form of successes in their life. If you can feed yourself, if you can take care of yourself, you're already successful. There are many millions of people that they would depend on another human being, either because of the physical restriction, either because of illnesses, either because of lack of economic resources. So let me tell you the stories of two high school students from very different socio-economic backgrounds and with contrasting academic abilities. So I won't put their name there. I will just give them a random name. So student A, and the title of the student A story that I want to share first is what I call the turnaround story. For his first 3 years, student A's record was far from impressive. He was well known for his unruly behavior and was even expelled several times. He had no notable sports skills to fall back on. Academically, he was failing. At the time, he didn't seem to care. He spent his days hanging out with the local troublemakers, people known for breaking the law and promoting violence. But something changed in his final 3 years in school. Student A made a dramatic turnaround. Those close to him noticed how much time and focus he devoted to studying, even during the holidays. The results were astonishing. He became the top student in school across all major subjects, such as math, English, chemistry, physics, and more. He even earned a university scholarship. So the question I'm throwing to you before I start student B is, what do you think caused this transformation? So now let's move into student B, the athlete in trouble. That's how I put the title for student B. Student B came from a supportive home. His parents paid for after-school lesson. He had adults who kept him accountable for his schoolwork, and he was surrounded by well-behaved friends. He excelled in sports, eventually becoming the captain of the football team and the school sport prefect. But academically, he struggled. His grades in key subjects were far below expectations, and he felt deep shame from disappointing others. So, how their paths cross is what I wanted to elaborate in this message. And I want you to follow me as I'm trying to illustrate two different stories, but same outcome. So how their paths cross. So during the school holiday, student B met student A while the latter was studying. Curious about how student A turned his life around, student B struck up a conversation. Student A admired B's natural talent for sports, but he also recognized that talent alone doesn't guarantee academic success.
My name is Richard, and before I dive into the topic that I have for us this week, I'd like to say thank you for supporting this community. If you like to get more of our messages out there, and you'd like us to continue this community, please join the number of people that already signed up to our weekly article. You can find it on our website at www.lifeforlivingwell.com. You can just sign up with your email, and we won't send you any commercial or send your email address. You're just going to get the article every week that will release it out there. The topic that I'm looking at this week is what I call talent is not enough. Hard work,
what they want to achieve in study.
Without taking much of
they
your
agree
time,
to study together.
let's dive into the topic.
Throughout the holiday,
I talk about
generously share his time, knowledge,
individual in high school and the challenges they have to turn their life around academically,
improve
and
dramatically.
It shows one
he has sacrificed some of his
story. So I have two students. I'm using their story to narrate the topic that I have for this week.
Likewise, student A
and one of them
the same energy
his life around
use for
the
negative
life
activities into his studies,
being
life-changing results,
becoming antisocial in this university environment, in this secondary school environment. And he was expelled
now
a few times from the school.
Another part that I want to explore.
But he turned his life around.
Bigger lesson.
And the other
bigger lesson
is
what is the bigger lesson
that he was so excelled in sport.
And so
he was so good
different
in
individuals.
He got the opportunity
to the big
play outside the country.
Hard work.
But he did terribly
in learning,
academic work.
In applying knowledge.
Both of them, their paths cross, and they have to work together.
Can produce results
some of the impact they have on each other is not to do with the talent, it's more to do with the hard work,
even
more to do with the
sport,
focus and the attention they put on their study. So I hope you will find this
the difference
in the whole message.
Many people argue Lionel Messi, if you're a football fan,
until then,
has more natural talent
and have a wonderful
Ronaldo.
Ciao.
Yet both are legendary. Documentaries have revealed Ronaldo's incredible work ethics, arriving at training grounds 4 hours early to do extra drill. Despite their fame, success, and wealth, both still train relentlessly. And for parents, as a parent, we often fall into the trap of praising children for their talent rather than their effort. But effort is the one thing they can fully control, and it is what truly shapes their future. So let's quickly go through the benefit of hard work. I put the list of few of them down. Number 1, consistency. Number 2, determination. Number 3, open-mindedness. Number 4, leaving a positive legacy. Number 5, nurturing dreams and hope. And number 6, building resilience. Finally, you don't have to be a genius to succeed. Through practice, persistence, and willingness to imitate and learn from others, you can achieve and even surpass your goals. One of the greatest obstacles to success is a lack of clarity of purpose. Ego and emotion often get in the way. Let go of them and let your work speak for you. I hope this message helps someone. Until we meet again, please stay safe and have a wonderful week. Ciao.